Hey everybody, Mystery Miss Magi is here. Welcome back to some more Pokemon Reborn. We're joined by Josh Red.
Hello.
Last time, we got Hoopa in a very fun and delightful quest with Corin Rouge and Terra and all sorts of fun, interesting characters. Today,
We have something very exciting to Deedle do.
we have several exciting things that Deedle do in Reborn City. There's some debriefing and some miscellaneous stuff I want to do. But first, I just wanted to take it easy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, we have been putting off the funeral for a while, but I do think we have the time. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to do the funeral side quest yet.
Yeah, I'm pushing that off as well.
So I think we have some other loose ends that some threads that we can pull at right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, Cal's body isn't going anywhere.
Right, like it's already as bad as it's gonna get.
Yeah.
But anyways, we are fishing right now.
Yeah, we're fishing.
Best way to take your mind off something.
That's right.
What's your opinion on Crawdaunt, Sean?
Crawdaunt, he is pretty cool. I tried to use him in the not Sword and Shield, in the Scarlet Violet DLC. Like, I trained him from scratch because he was like a new guy that they added. And he was just not cutting it.
I used him in Sapphire and he did pretty good, but that's because Gen 3 is pretty bad about Pokemon and movesets generally, so most things will be viable because everything sucks.
Right, there's not a lot of like coverage moves going around.
Yeah. Crawdaunt's interesting to me because it feels... It's a case where I feel the Pokemon, like, collective, as an organization, did not, like, failed it, right? Because all the working parts, the games, the cards, the anime, they all work in conjunction to collectively advertise Pokemon. And I feel like Ash having a Corphish he never evolved
True.
maybe makes Crawdaunt feel like a pointless Pokemon.
That's so true, honestly. Oh, we got a little shiny guy.
Shiny Staryu.
There's
I think Gen 3... Go ahead.
There's a clip on my Twitch channel. It's old at this point, but it's from my Ruby Nuzlocke, the one where it took me like 7 tries to get past Watson.
Yes, yeah.
There's a clip where I'm fighting Wally with my Crawdaunt, and it was just miserable because like I was fighting his Gardevoir, but I think his Gardevoir's only psychic move is Future Sight. So it was just this really miserable battle of like not being sure if Wally's Gardevoir is going to be able to kill me or not. I don't think he knows that he can hit me with Future Sight.
Just hit him! Do it! Hit him! Hit him! How many strengths do I have left? I only have 3! No! Oh, yeah, okay, that doesn't hit me. Hit him! Yes! Oh!
Oh yeah, because Crawdaunt's Dark type, so he's like immune to Gardevoir's attacks, yeah.
Yep.
How do I get rid of this Staryu? Here we go.
I think Gen 3's anime is really interesting to me because it's one of the better seasons of the anime that wasn't like part of the initial run. But at the same time, Ash has one of the worst team compositions objectively in the whole like franchise.
Such an interesting team. He gets an unevolved Corphish. He gets Glalie. Glalie and Torkoal are just two like such interesting choices for them to make.
Torkoal is like definitely his best Pokemon.
Yeah.
Objectively.
It's just if you showed me the whole Hoenn Pokedex and asked me which Pokemon Ash was going to use, I wouldn't have guessed he was going to use Torkoal. That's like a gym leader's ace Pokemon that he's just like also using.
Yeah.
It was weird. And Glalie is just like, even with Ash using Glalie in the anime, Glalie is still like a moderately obscure Pokemon.
I think it's more obscure retrospectively because Frostlass is just the more interesting Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like, who's out there catching a Snorunt to evolve into Glalie, you know?
Yeah, not anymore.
Like, it had a Mega Evolution. It had
one.
one.
That was the nice thing about Megas is they could like give cool things to Pokemon like Glalie and Sableye. But anyway, I was okay. So I'm switching topics here. This is more about me and my enjoyment of Pokemon Reborn, and
How much he hates it.
how much I hate Pokemon Reborn.
I love it. Let it be known, Amethyst. I love it.
So yeah, like when we rescue Terra and like she's talking about like Lin and the dark influence over her and stuff like that, and like I feel like I'm trying my hardest to try and figure out what's going on, and like the game is either like it's either not that good at communicating what's going on, or it's just like it's not that serious anyway. My takeaway is I should stop trying as hard as I am to figure out what's going on, because it doesn't matter that much anyway.
I disagree. I think so. Now, to be clear, we're coming at this from completely different perspectives. We're engaging in different stories. You're experiencing the tale of the Reborn, like, region, right? And everything that's happening with Lin and the ashes of Team Meteor and whatnot. And I am witnessing the story of a meteoric rise, if you will, of a underdog bug Pokemon.
Right.
I'm watching a hero story. but
Our experiences are just not compatible. That's right.
But what I really think is that it definitely has the tones of, like, you know, it's not crazy serious, but I do think there is still a story that Amethyst is trying to tell here. And from what I'm witnessing, I would even venture to say that it's not something you should give up on. It's such a long and big project that in order to pace it appropriately, especially for the post game, where it's divided into chunks and you don't know what order the player is going into, I think you kind of have to give bits and pieces and let the player try to connect the dots, but more clear answers become apparent as you progress.
Right. That might be true. I think a part of it is that I'm still like scarred from what happened in like the finale episode, where I was trying so hard to get a read on what was going on, and then the game just like said I was an idiot.
Well,
It's an interesting shiny.
another shiny. I don't think you're an idiot. I think that, I mean, that's the perspective of Lin, right? Like, it's not you. It's
That's not the game saying that. It's like the character saying that.
Right, exactly. And I think it's very apparent to me that the story isn't over. The story of, like, I went through the gyms and I beat the Elite Four and I'm the champion now. That story's over. But the story, the resolution of these characters in particular is not over. And I think you'll probably find the answers you're looking for as you get closer to Lin.
Maybe.
I almost get the vibe that, like, the nature of Lin and what I don't want to say it, what she is. When I said it, I mean like the force that has been alluded to being completely separate, right? But we'll still say she for now, until we get more information. Whatever Lin, the force, is, whatever she ends up being, I think it's clear that there is a depth to it that seems almost like resistant to being understood.
Yeah.
And I feel like that was portrayed in an interesting way last episode. With, God, why is her name escaping me?
Terra.
Terra, right, yeah. Because there was the whole dynamic of Terra being like, it's over, I'm done. And then when released from the power and put in a wacky scenario, Terra reverts back to how she was living life before. And she gave us an interesting insight into her dynamic with Lin and the way that Lin has pushed her to live her life. And remember, Lin tells us that we see Kane briefly, and she's like, that's not the friend we're looking for. And then we go towards Terra. But I don't think Terra was our friend, more so that Terra was Lin's friend. And even if Terra was giving the speech about Lin being different and the real Lin being a doll and Terra being disconnected and done, we still see Lin guide us to Terra and put Terra back in a scenario where she's eager to live life again.
You think it was all like orchestrated by Lin to like put Terra in a wacky situation so she would go back
so
to
that
her...
Terra, yeah.
Interesting.
I don't think that Lin is as like
Malignant.
yeah, as portrayed or as maybe can be assumed. I don't know. I think we're going to learn more as we keep going, but I feel as though we're starting to get a glimpse at more dimensions to this character. Maybe not answers that you want to have right now, but again, given we're doing bits and pieces, and from a game developing perspective, you don't know what order you're going to do them in.
Right, yeah.
I think you can't really be like, here is this. Go to the next thing. Here is this. Because then you're just doing the main game again. You know?
That's right, yeah. Interesting insights.
So I think as we move through the tiers, we'll get more.
Yeah, we'll talk with Lin some more. She'll troll us some more. She might make us release more Pokemon from the PC. You know, whatever it is.
At least there's one that'll never be released.
There is one Pokemon that'll never be released, even though I wanted to. Did you see the episode where I was like, man, I wish we could release Deedaboo right now?
Yeah, that was really fucked of you.
One thing I'm still confused about is like, is Lin the puppet or is Lin the entity? Because like when Tara was talking before, she was referring to Lin specifically as like the entity behind the puppet, which I found to be confusing because I would have assumed Lin was the puppet.
Okay, so I'm going to...
Maybe they just...
I'm going to make reference to something without talking about it in detail. But I almost view it as a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood situation.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think which character from MH.
With the homunculus and the human man.
Right.
But almost like the reverse. I almost feel like maybe, and again, I haven't seen enough to make as educated a statement as you. I've missed some key scenes here and there, but we could either make the assumption that the real Lin was legitimately just a doll, but I have the feeling as a metaphor, it was just that Lin was an empty person, maybe along the lines of Terra when she's depressed.
Mm-hmm.
And that the Lin the Force came to Lin the person, and they united for some purpose. But along the way, Lin the person, even if it was assumed that Lin the person had no personhood, right? Like was just empty as a person. They're still alive. Lin is still real, and potentially has been humanizing this force as the story is progressing.
Yeah, so that's kind of just what I've been thinking about recently. I'm glad we could have a nice, quiet little conversation about it while I was fishing.
Yeah. Fishing is always good to take your mind off things.
Yeah. So, there's one other thing I wanted to debrief on, which was a certain legendary Pokemon we caught, who I said I didn't have a specific affinity for, but maybe I'd be open to using them.
Right, Enamorous.
Well, okay, so not Enamorous this time.
Okay.
Maybe next time.
We'll come back to Enamorous. Got it.
We'll circle back to Enamorous, don't worry about it. There was a legendary Pokemon I caught where I said, I don't have affinity for him, but he's strong, so I might use him. And then we got a YouTube comment that kind of like affirmed that this legendary Pokemon is pretty strong for this point in the game. So I'll just go ahead and kill this Quadster real quick, and I'll show you what I've prepared. I'm excited to use this Pokemon.
I started blasting.
This is Zero the Zeraora. Don't you remember him?
I do, of course.
Yeah.
He almost died.
We almost left him in the woods.
Yeah, we did. We did almost leave him behind.
And then we almost left him with Arclight, but we got him. So yeah, we're gonna try and use Zero Aura this time. He's mostly a physical attacker. He's got like
Yeah.
110 physical attack, but his big thing is speed. He's got 140 speed.
Oh yeah.
So and speed has been an issue with our team historically. So I thought Zero would be fun to try and use.
I mean, we do have Sticky Web though. Sometimes.
Well, right, we can use the combination of Sticky Web and Zero Aura to outspeed everything.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah, so I think Zero will be fun to use this time. I guess I had decided not to use Zero Aura initially because we were using a Big Mom, but then I got some fun ideas for how to use Zero Aura. So the first thing I found that I want to do real quick is, if you noticed, our EVs on Zero are all out of whack. When I was fishing just then, I was actually trying to EV train him. You may have not been able to tell.
I started blasting.
But yeah, I guess I didn't do it very carefully because his EVs are all messy right now. If only there were a way to quickly address this.
Hmm.
Whoop, that's the wrong thing. I don't think Zero wants a massage right now. Here it is. Reset disc all. For 50,000, you can get one disc that resets a Pokemon's EVs in all stats.
Whoa.
I don't know when they added this, but we already had individual discs for each stat, and they were all reusable. Reset disc all. So now we have one for each stat. We also have one for all stats.
Super.
So we're gonna use that on Zero, and then we can use EV boosters. I don't think we've done this on screen before, so I just wanted to do it real quick, just to show how quickly you can train a new Pokemon from scratch in the postgame. There, Zero's done now.
Nice.
That's all it takes.
I started blasting.
467 speed. That's got to be our highest speed stat, I think. All right, so we're in pretty good shape. So there is one other thing I want to go fetch real quick, and that is the magnetic lure. So you know how we've been like looking for Ultra Beasts, and we've just been like kind of searching blindly?
Yeah.
So we know that they're a low encounter rate, and we know that they're in the New World zones, but we don't know which New World zones they're in.
Right.
So our only solution has just been to like keep looking kind of aimlessly until we find one. But there's apparently an item which they added at some point. I think it's been in the game for a while, honestly. We just like haven't gotten it. But there's an item somewhere called the magnetic lure, and you can use it to I think it's essentially like a repel that makes it so that you only encounter new Pokemon. And I don't know where it is, but I think it's in Barrel Ward.
Well, yeah, I mean, how often do we go back to Reborn City and enter every building?
That's right. I used to do it just for fun, just because I'd usually find things that I could show on screen, but I haven't done as much recently. Can I interest you in some new... Oh, this is the Pledge Tutor. I don't want... Nope.
Dude, we love the pledge moves.
We don't. Aren't they good for, like, triple battles? Or I guess double battles would be good enough.
I don't know. I've never seen them get much actual use, I'll admit.
Yeah, I think they become, like, strong, like, combo moves if you use, like, two of them at the same time.
Oh, yeah, they're good. I mean, that's their purpose. They're combo moves. But I don't know if they're good enough to justify having them, you know?
We have some new lore here. Eustace, is grounded. Don't understand why
grounded?
He keeps doing... Last time he set fire to 3 apartment buildings in the Jasper Ward, and before that he got the remnants of the Magma games together and raided Dr. Canal's orphanage. Now the whole place is shut down because of him.
Why isn't his mother French? Is his father French? Oh, what if I just blow up the Green Mountain? Then there will be lots of room for new homes instead of crowding everyone into the city. That's fine, right? No.
He's coming up with solutions in his own way. He's got a future in politics.
He's a man of the people.
Yeah, he's going places.
Julia's gone?
Well, this one's Shelly, technically.
Oh, Shelly's gone?
It is interesting how in Reborn you just have like one giant city that has several like gyms inside of it. Like you figure this is how like Tokyo would be if it was like in the Pokemon world. This person looks new over here.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. You seem chill. Are you chill?
I'm super chill.
Yeah, I knew it. Look, my name's Sally, and I need your help with something. We got this big commission recently.
Hold on, I was looking for a little prize, a little free treasure in Barrel Ward. I wasn't looking for a job.
From, Laura Belrose.
Oh, okay, we know who that is.
With a name like that, I swear she should be the one working in this place. But she's not. I am. And here's the tea. Have you noticed how all of the other employees have the exact same hair and dress? It's creepy, isn't it? It's like they just give up their humanity to become flower shop girls. It's been skeeving me out ever since I got here. They wanted me to dye my hair too and wear the uniform. I fell asleep on break one time, and when I woke up, they'd already styled it this way. So I said, no, I can do this job just as good as any of you without conforming to your dress code.
Look, we can only have so many sprites in the game's files.
And now my boss has it out for me, and he assigned me this whole commission to handle all by myself, and if I don't finish it in time, I don't know how I'll be able to go on living. I really need this job, but if I don't do this perfectly, they're gonna dye my hair green.
They're gonna hold me down. They're gonna find me.
Can you believe it? Green? I've never met a single person who had green hair and wasn't fucked up somehow. True. The client asked for us to make a perfume from a handful of Pokemon. Specifically, ones that have flowers somewhere on their body. But I signed up here to handle flowers, not Pokemon. I'm useless with those. More than useless. One time I tried to catch Caterpie.
What happened when you tried to catch Caterpie?
I ended up string shot. Oh, okay. I ended up string shot and suspended upside down for a week. I guess that is how that verbiage would work, but it just felt wrong.
The Caterpie put his string Glock to my forehead.
Caterpie was glazing me with a gap behind it. You have to help me. They're in total, or 3 in total. If you have any, please help.
No, Zero ain't got no flowers.
Please, please, I'm begging you. Anything with a flower. Help.
This shouldn't be too hard.
Help!
Alright, I guess we'll put the magnetic lore on hold for a minute. Alright, flowers.
Flowers.
Let me move these guys real quick.
Blossom.
Okay. There's like there's like the Floette line. Let's see.
Would Cherim count? Go back? I know it's the like dusk form, but or whatever it's called.
I don't think so.
It's just a flower that hasn't bloomed.
Yeah, but we're looking for Pokemon that have flowers on them here. We'll bring it just in case.
Yeah, get fucked, Birdos.
Should probably just box my whole team right now, except for the important ones.
Except for Deedle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good team we got going here.
That makes sense.
Meganium counts.
Yeah, Venusaur as well.
Oh yeah, well, is that a flower
What are you?
in the traditional sense?
I mean, that's a good question. I would say Sunflora down there. And Vileplume. And that.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Okay,
Pokemon
I mean,
with-
let's try these 4.
Yeah, well, I think I want to grab... I want to grab 1 extra in case any combination of these 2 don't count.
Okay. Later 0.
There's got to be like a Florgus in here or something. Sunflora.
If Sunflora doesn't count as a flower, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind.
Did you catch Sunflora's nickname?
No, I did not.
Oh, it's a reference to a Let's Play video that I think was uploaded in 2009.
Oh, okay. I see.
Oh, they're all able. Nicely done.
I'm so smart. This will work. Is this what hope feels like? But we're not done yet. 2 more. Please rescue me.
I can't imagine that Sunflora smells good.
This will work. 1 more.
All right, who should it be?
Cherim, because it's funny.
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed Cherim would work.
That's it. That's all we need. We've done it. I won't look like a cucumber. Perfume mixing is easy. Check me out. Hit him with a little bit of bang. Hit him with a little bit of pow. Mix it up like a maractus and... wow wow. Presto Capowleen. Now my hair need not be green. You really got me out of a pickle. Colored pickle there. Colored pickle there. Take this for your trouble. Rainbow scent.
Oh, it's our key item.
And hey, if anyone asks you about your involvement here, tell them nothing. No, better yet, if anyone asks you something strange, tell them free rainbow.
Got a new password?
That'll get them off my case for sure. I'm gonna go fill my boss's desk with chewed bubblegum now. See ya.
See ya. Oh, you know, play a little running away sound effect. What is the
What
rainbow?
is a rainbow scent? Oh,
Mitch,
okay.
I-
Wait!
Is this a permanent repel?
Oh my god, that's awesome!
Why can't I register it? If it's a permanent repel, how come it's not like a registerable thing?
Oh. I mean,
Rainbow scent use is not active. Oh.
That's incredible.
So this is just like a toggleable, configurable
Yeah.
repel. Oh my god. We don't have to buy repels anymore.
That's so sick.
We can also only encounter wild Pokemon if we want.
10,000%.
That's so funny. I love that they included
every
it.
step.
Yeah. For like shiny hunting, I guess.
Yeah.
This will be good for getting Ultra Beast, I think. Yeah. Once we get the magnetic
especially
lure.
when paired with the other item.
Yeah, wow. Okay, that was a good find.
Yeah.
Now I'm paranoid there's like other side quests in Reborn City we can do now that have good rewards. Man, what's that? Somebody in the Discord made a very astute observation. This LP has a running theme of finding like quality of life items like later than we.
I mean, we don't know when this cropped up, to be fair.
That's true, yeah. And plus, this way we can have like a greater appreciation for it. That's kind of how I
Yeah.
rationalize it. Is like now we have a greater appreciation.
Maybe this was locked behind Hoopa.
Yeah, definitely. that's got to be it.
Yeah.
Herbal extract. Okay, so I'm guessing our magnetic lure is not going to be in here, since we just got the rainbow scent.
It's interesting that was put in by Madame Belrose.
Yeah,
The order, I mean.
I like how they reference the other characters in the world. It's like what you'd expect the other Pokemon games to do. It's like they reference like the gym leaders and stuff because they're important characters.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's not in Barrow Ward after all.
I will say I've been playing more of Gen 5. And I do like how the gym leaders all do things outside of the gym.
Yeah.
As became the norm after this generation too. And like Gen 4 did a little bit of it. But prior to that, it was mostly just Watson unlocking his stupid fucking power plant for you.
And giving you the Thunderbolt TM.
Yeah. Standing in the middle of Mauville forever. But I gotta say, Clay has to be one of the most confusing characters in all of Pokemon.
Absolutely, I've thought this for a long time.
you lower the bridge. You walk across the bridge, and he's like, "You made me lower the bridge that lets people leave my town. That lets any like I just had a bridge to like Long Island that I could lift up at any point and keep closed. This is my town. And you walked across it. You made me lower it. And by you, I mean my friend who called me and asked. And then Team Plasma disappeared. They didn't cross the bridge, but it's still your fault. Fix this mess. I'm not going to do my job until you do the work of a detective and police officer. And then, as soon as you, like, leave town, he's like, man, adventure sure is cool. You kids should travel everywhere.
I think Clay is confusing because he's like He's a Pokemon gym leader. He's also like a business tycoon. He's also like a mining guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just got like a lot of different like things going on with him.
He does feel like 3 different characters as one.
Yeah, he's like 3 like past gym leaders combined into one.
I don't like him. I'm going to put it out there.
He's also like, is he like the leader of the gym leaders? Or is where do I remember that from? From like
I don't know.
the Pokemon Generations bit where he shows up with the other gym leaders.
Oh, I never saw that Pokemon
Okay.
Generations one. Since I hadn't played Gen 5, I was like, I'm going to pass on this one for the moment.
We are now going to look up where the magnetic lure is. I remember reading it was in Barrel War. That's why I was looking here. Pokemon. Apparently the magnetic lure is, I'm seeing Pokemon, magnetic lure Pokemon Go. Maybe that's where they got it from.
Oh, that's the so that's funny. In Pokemon Go, the magnetic lure is there are lures in Pokemon Go that you put on gym stops and they attract Pokemon. The magnetic lure is a variant that attracts like electric and steel type Pokemon, but it is their solution for how to evolve Pokemon like Magneton and like Nosepass.
Oh.
So you have to go near a Pokestop that has a magnetic lure to evolve those. Which is pretty bullshit because you have to buy them. I think you can buy them with coins, but either way, it's a really silly evolution mechanic.
I've got bad news, Josh Red.
Mm-hmm.
I mixed up the names of the words again.
Oh no.
I have had this issue for a while where I think Lapis Ward is actually Barrel Ward.
Now, why would that be?
I genuinely don't know. It's like I have reserved so much space in my mind for Pokemon Reborn knowledge, and yet I still get the wards mixed up. Barrel Ward is the one with Corey.
So why are we putting the starters in this random box?
Oh, whatever. There.
Cool.
All right, grab the boys again.
Yeah. Get our guys back.
This is a good episode.
Now, Sean, I do want you to go real quick and look at the original Smeargulp, if that's okay.
What's wrong with him?
Now, I just want you to look at maybe a discrepancy between Smeargulp and Smeargulp Delta.
The level?
No. I'm just noticing that, like, we did replace a woman with a man.
Oh, well, okay. Look, the Smeargulps, they are all equally capable of doing their jobs, you know?
Then how come Smeargulp has been boxed when Smeargulp Delta has been added to the... I'm just saying...
It was just random
Smeargulp-
chance. All right, look, so, all right.
Smeargulp signed up to be our assistant, so we're almost operating as sort of like an employer of the Smeargulps, and we really need to be more mindful about
Fine.
our policies.
The
here.
next Smeargulp will be a DEI hire. Is that what you want, Josh Red?
Yes, actually.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
I'm envisioning a better world for Smeargulps. I also think we should be paying them.
Much has changed. I do not know this city now. That is its strength. The past is not worth clinging to, not when the future awaits. Take this from me, a memento of the past. Before city restoration, you have to give this guy $5,000 apparently. It is something like a good luck charm. May it bring new things into your life.
I do like him saying, like, I like to imagine him saying that after hearing our conversation about progressive workplaces.
They're hiring female Smeargulps now. I don't know this place anymore.
No, but he said it's a good thing. He's an ally.
Sort? Magnetic lore. So it's not a key item, which is confusing to me. Oh, it's a hold item.
Yeah.
One polarity draws in uncost pieces while the other pushes them away for quick escape. Okay, well, it's just one held item, so I imagine you just give it to your guy and then it works.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, we got a powerful combination of items now between the rainbow scent and the magnetic lure.
Yeah, I mean, the game has changed.
It really has. We can get Ultra Beasts without searching for them for 10 minutes at a time. That's
We
pretty
don't
big.
have to do a podcast anymore.
Yeah, we can also cash them with Reborn balls, which I think I neglected to do last time. I threw a quick ball at him like an idiot, even though we had Reborn balls. Yeah. Were you here when I turned the lights off in here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I think I'm just about ready to get going here. Let me just really authentically and candidly review my moves and IVs here.
I started blasting.
Oh, no. Look what happened to Smeargulp. Delta.
Oh, maybe we need to go get Smeargulp normal then.
Well, the problem is Smeargulp Delta usually has Sheer Cold, but it appears that he's forgotten it.
Oh no.
Well, okay, so here's an idea, right? I used 3 heart scales on Smeargulp. We're going to use the relearn feature to get back Sheer Cold. Oh no. It's not here, Josh.
Oh god. What are we gonna... I mean, we're gonna have to go back to the other Smeargulp.
Why are you so fixated on the old Smeargulp?
Because I don't play into your bits, Sean.
When you really don't. When we had the old Smeargulp in the party, you were constantly like, man, this Smeargulp is not doing anything for us. She sucks. All she does is break our focus sash.
But you know what? Maybe when she left, I reviewed my internalized biases.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you did that, but we had a big problem on our hands now. Our Smeargulp Delta doesn't have Sheer Cold. He's basically useless now.
Yeah, I mean, this guy did just lose his house.
Yeah. Using Sheer Cold is his whole thing. If only there were some way to restore Smeargulp's signature move.
That would be dreamy.
Introducing the move Restorer. So we already knew this NPC was here. He restores your movesets. What's new now, though, is check it out. You can now restore Smeargle movesets, which is incredibly useful.
Yeah.
Because the move relearner doesn't work with Smeargulp, because the move relearner just goes by like legal moves.
Right.
So that's why Smeargle can only relearn Sketch, but the move restorer can restore anything. So there we go. Smeargulp now has Sheer Cold back. And fun fact, Josh, this was something that was fixed after I reported it.
Our impact.
We have a huge impact now. So yeah, but before, like, I tried to use the move restorer with Smeargle, and it just didn't work. I forget what exactly was the issue. I think I assumed that was like intended behavior because you're not allowed to relearn Smeargle moves. But even though that was my assumption, they still went ahead and made it so that you can restore Smeargle movesets. So that's really cool. I think that's arguably one of the most useful things you can do with the move restorer, because now that you have like...
I agree.
Yeah, well, like with the move tutor and the move relearner, like in your inventory now, like the only thing you can't do is restore Smeargle movesets, but now you can with the restorer. So I just thought that was cool. But even still, Smeargle only learns Sketch like 8 or 9 times, so you can't have like infinite moves on one Smeargle.
Right.
So we're still gonna have to use more than one Smeargle.
Which is good.
Which is good.
There is power in community.
There really is.
I hope people don't think I'm like ironic about this bit. I fully support women's rights and worker rights. I want to be super clear.
There's gonna be a YouTube comment like, I was enjoying the LP until you started doing DEI hires.
Yeah, well, we don't want them here.
All right. The very last thing was that I wanted to do before we
The
actually
Lin
started.
Mail.
Yeah, so we just got 100 Lin Mail in our inventory after the last quest, and
Right.
I don't know what it says. You can read it. Oh, okay. It's just mail.
Dude, what if it's a coded message?
So how do you? Is it at the PC where you do mail?
In past games, I believe so.
Use PC. I don't really see it here.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you'd use mail. I mean, we haven't gotten mail items before, so this could just be like a reference to the main series
open
games.
it again? Try typing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll try that. No.
Nope. I'm curious about the 3 little things at the bottom.
Yeah. I mean, if I can give...
Give it to Deedle.
Oh.
Deedle does it. crazy that Lin canonically said that. Like that.
Oh, okay.
I
So you
can't
can
believe. Yeah, you can have the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh, the game crashed. Okay. Well, wait, I haven't saved.
Oh no!
We have to redo all that shit now because the Lin Mail crashed our game.
Well, Deedle did it.
I'm keeping this in. This is your punishment. Not your punishment. This is like in the off chance that a developer is watching this. All right, let me.
I started blasting.
Yeah, we gotta redo all that fishing.
Dude, it's
We lost our shiny Kingler and our shiny Staryu. This is devastating.
well, you know, if we show off the flowers first, we can get a 10,000% fishing counter. I don't think that's how that works. But...
No, it works that way. God, this okay. There's so much we have to do now. All right, let's go through all the motions again. Restore Smeargulp. No, don't record. Restore. Agility. Restore. We better keep saying stuff because I'm not cutting any of this.
You're not cutting any of it.
No, this is their punish. This is the viewer's punishment. And the,
Okay.
the developer
Yeah,
is
you
watching
guys
this.
did fuck up.
Yeah,
Like real bad.
this is real bad what you guys did here.
Yeah. And the only way you can amend this is by joining the Loopysaurus Discord and apologizing within.
I agree. Those are flowers. I mean, do you want to change the timeline by using Wormadam instead?
Yeah. Why not?
Those look like flowers to me. And then we also use Meganium.
Yeah. So I guess we do have to podcast actually.
Yeah.
I like that Sally's name is spelled like that.
That is interesting, isn't it? It's like Sally, but it's like
Saleh.
Soleil, yeah. It's interesting.
Slay! Oh my god, Slay!
Slay Queen.
She's in her Slay era. She doesn't want to be into her flopware era.
Floppe era.
Floppy. Floppy bird? No? Okay.
Floppe bird. That came back recently.
It did, I heard about that. And to be clear, because I don't know if Flappy Bird's gonna come back again before this goes live, we are talking about the 2014 Surgeons.
Yeah.
The real secret is that all of Pokemon Reborn has been recorded in 2014.
Yeah, a lot's happened in this 1 year. Slushy
Yeah.
like joined the Navy and then left.
We're sort of operating on like a comic strip timeline where like this year is lasting a long time.
Yeah.
My voice has changed. It's crazy going back and listening to earlier episodes. Or even like the videos we did talking about like the Smash characters we were expecting for DLC. My voice was different.
Yeah, it's weird looking back at old videos that we uploaded yesterday.
And your voice has pretty much stayed the same.
Is that
as
true?
would be expected. Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, that's good. I'll take that.
But my voice is most certainly different.
Interesting. EV booster. I always hate looking back at my old Let's Plays. I have Let's Plays that were uploaded as early as like 2010, and my voice is obviously much different back then because it was 14 years ago.
Yeah. I wouldn't say yours was like crazy different. Like there's a natural progression.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's not like some of my friends, like Pink and Titan, where their voice is just like
yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we used to do. I mean, this when we used to do videos with Pink on Pikmin Troop, people would be like, "What's the girl's name that you're commentating with?" Poor Pink.
Yeah, and I was watching your Justin TV stream last night, and Pink sounds so different.
Okay, well, I think I fixed everything. I fixed the timeline.
Yep.
I started blasting.
All right, this might be the end of the episode. I don't. Let me check my.
What a way to end the episode.
Well, let me just check my list of chores.
We're just doing some house cleaning.
Yeah, this is the fishing episode. Although the fishing was stricken from the timeline.
Yeah, there was no fishing to be done.
That's upsetting. Yeah, the only other thing I wanted to mention was the Lin Mail, and that did crash our game, so I think we're done for today.
I mean, we could save and end the episode crashing it again.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Maybe we can corrupt it too while we're at it.
Maybe what if that's like intended behavior? Like the joke is that it just like crashes the game.
I mean, it is winking at you. Type winks back, yeah. Or that works too.
Mail. Read. Yep.
See you guys next time.
See you guys next time.